Hello, students. We have discussed the syllabus topic, and in our next part of our syllabus is the famous tragedy in the modern age in American literary history is Death of Salesman. This drama has made a remarkable contribution towards the theatre. Arthur Miller, who is known for his contribution and his contribution as a dramatist is everlasting since he dealt with the topic and the issues that are very much common to the people. He is much more appreciative for the middle class and for the bourgeois class of the characters in his dramas. He dealt with the themes and issues concerned with the practical life and worries of the modern age man, and that has reflected in the in the dramas. So let us go through uh, the drama. But before going into that, Arthur Miller is one of the well-known American dramatists in the modern age. He belongs to the school of drama, that is expressionistic school of drama, is ranked as one of the 5 international well-known dramatists of America. So his prolific writing and his remarkable plays, All My Sons, has been very much appreciated all over the world. The Death of Salesman, which ran continuously for more than 600 performances on the American theater, and that itself is a record for this particular play. Death of Salesman was first produced on the Broadway theater that we have just discussed in our terms on February 10, 1949, and it, as I have told you, it ran for 742 performances. The play was awarded Pulitzer Prize for his contribution as a leading dramatist to the modern, say, tragedy. His plays are social as well as tragic, and all that we find expression in the drama. The plot or the characters that figures, we are going to discuss this drama from the perspective of the characters, mostly the characters. The plot will be discussed hereafter. See, there are major characters in the play. Willie Loman, who is the the husband of Linda Loman. He has two, or say, we can understand the two sons, which the sons who are worried about their future, and Willie Loman as a father is worried about their future. So these worries causes major concern for Willie Loman's tragedy too. So we have to discuss about that. Willie Loman was a salesman. He is a traveling salesman. He is past 63 years of age. He is a society's lawman. When he goes out for a drive, he is on his business venture as a salesman, but he cannot go beyond the village. So he has just returned back, and he simply opines that he could not concentrate on driving. He has returned back. The two sons, Biff and Happy, are already in the bed. They have not woken up. So Willie Loman and Linda, both of them, discussed about his driving and his problems with the growing age with the driving. He boasting that he is known all over the America, North England, and he has served for his company sincerely for all these years. Without his efforts, the company would not have progressed. त्याच्या सेल्समन याची कारकीर्द ती कंपनीसाठी खूप महत्त्वाची आहे. कंपनीला जो नावलौकिक आहे, जे काही सेल्स आहे, हा सर्व त्याने मिळवून दिलेला आहे. आणि म्हणून कंपनीमध्ये त्याचे खूप मान सन्मान आहे. अभिमानाने हे सर्व आपल्या पत्नीला तो सांगत असतो. आणि म्हणून विली लोमन ह्या अशा पद्धतीने आपल्या लिंडाशी बोलत असतो. लिंडा ही त्याची पत्नी आहे. ती त्याची मनस्थिती ओळखते. बट he is running out of money. She is also running out of money. He could not concentrate on his driving. He is worried about, and that is what he feels that he need to do something. He has to go out. He has to increase his sale because the household expenses cannot be met unless he goes out. He has lots of ambitions to do, but he cannot meet the expenses of his home. The prices are going up, and Linda tells him that she cannot manage in the very little sum of money. घर खर्च चालवण्यासाठी खूप कठीण जात आहे, लिंडा विली लोमनला सांगते. बीफ आणि हॅपी हे दोघं जे आहेत हे they are absolutely proved failures in their life. Willie remembers Biff is a very skillful football player in his school life, but he failed in mathematics. He went to Boston to meet Willie, and there getting his marks changed. However, he found Willie with woman. This had affected Biff adversely. Soon, Biff and Happy, they were in their bed. They have woke up, and they were discussing about their future jobs. Biff thinks that he is to go to Bill Oliver, with whom he has served. Biff has served with Bill Oliver in the past, and he is going to ask Biff Oliver for loan to start a sporting goods enterprise. And Biff is planning to pay him a visit. The sons discussed about their future plan. Biff and Happy discuss also about the father, his illusions, his mistaken words. So, how Willie Loman is getting excited, how Willie Loman is not concentrating on his driving. The sons discussed about their father. So, Happy feel that Willie Loman is simply cannot concentrating. He needs to be taken care of. His father needs to be taken care of. But Biff is very adverse to his father. He is fed up with Willie Loman because a past incidents that haunted Biff. Biffला आठवत आहे, भूतकाळातील काही गोष्टी आठवत आहेत का ज्यामध्ये विली लोमन हा एका हॉटेलमध्ये काही स्त्रियांच्या सोबत तो एका रूममध्ये सापडलेले होते. बीफला आपल्या मुलाला ही गोष्ट खूप खटकते आणि म्हणून बीफ जो आहे तो आपल्या वडिलांच्या विषयी थोडा संतापलेला, रागीट स्वभावात असलेला पाहायला मिळतो. तसाच रागीट स्वभाव विलीचा बीफच्या दृष्टिकोनातून पण आहे. विली लोमन सुद्धा बीफचा तिरस्कार करतात. का? कारण वयाचे 36-37 वर्ष होऊन गेलेले आहेत, तरीही बीफला अजून आपल्या आयुष्यामध्ये काय करायचं, कोणत्या मार्गाने जायचं सक्सेस काय आहे ते कसं मिळवायचं इथपर्यंत पोहोचू शकलेला नव्हता. पण विली लोमन यांना खात्री आहे का बीफ जो आहे तो फुटबॉलमध्ये पुढे जाऊन चांगलं करिअर करेल आणि फुटबॉल ह्या क्षेत्रामध्ये तो डिफीट करेल. हे सगळे स्वप्न विली लोमन बघत असतो. यामधून वी कम टू नो दॅट हॅपी इज ऑल्सो planning to pay a visit to Howard, as well as mm, Willy Loman is also going to pay a visit to Howard Wagner, his company manager, and he is going to ask him to give him a New York posting rather than a traveling job because he is not concentrating on the driving, and it is very difficult for him physically to go into the England, north of England, the province in the northern part of America. So he is going to ask for the posting rather than traveling such long distances. Father and son plan to meet for a dinner in a hotel after their meetings. It's decided, and Beef, Happy, and Willy Loman, all of them discuss to meet in the hotel. Willy meets his boss, but Howard doesn't pay him any importance to Willy Loman, and Howard Wagner ill-treated him. The boss fires Willy because Willy cannot concentrate on his job, and to Howard Wagner is the manager's son, is a new man. He cannot say perpetuate his father's business and love with Willy Loman. So Willy Loman is ill treated by a new man, means the manager, senior manager son. So like this, he felt very much humiliated. Willy proved as a harmful thing for the company, and that is what he has been fired. He's been suspended from his job. Howard Wagner suspended Willy Loman. Willy decides. At the same time, Willy then meets his neighbor, and we come to know Charlie, who comes to meet him. Charlie is a neighbor who is a lawyer, and Charlie definitely comes there to help him out, to help Willy as a friend and as a neighbor. But Willy Loman never takes this offer. चार्ली त्याला पैशाची मदत करण्यासाठी आलेला असतो, पण विली लोमन आपल्या स्वतःच्या स्वप्नात धुंदीमध्ये अभिमानामध्ये तसाच राहतो आणि ती आलेली मदत तो ठुकरतो, तो घेत नाही. चार्ली गिव्स हिम टू मनी, इन्शुरन्स प्रीमियम पे करायचा, पण तो घेत नाही आहे. त्यासोबत चार्ली आपल्या विली लोमनला एक जॉब ऑफर करत आहे, पण इथे पण विली लोमनचा अभिमान कामा येतो आणि तो म्हणतो मी तुझा जॉब स्वीकारणार नाही. He doesn't accept Charlie's job offer. Willie then meets Charlie's son, Bernard. Bernard, who has become a successful lawyer. And he feels very much sorry for Biff because Biff could not do anything great in life. Willie could not do anything great in life. Biff and Happy meet in the restaurant for a dinner. Biff has failed in his plan. Oliver kept him waiting for the day and then cannot remember. जरी भूतकाळातील ओळख असली तरी he cannot remember Biff. And when going away, Biff has stolen a pen from that office, Bill Oliver's office. Willie gets lost in his daydream. Willie again goes in a flashback. He recalls, and Bip tells Happy to take care of their father and leaves the restaurant. And in the restaurant, Biff goes away. Happy too departs with the two girls he has picked up. Biff arrives home late in the evening. On that night, Biff has seen that Willie Loman was with three women in his hotel room, and that has worried and disturbed Biff. He feels very angry with Willie Loman. Willie Loman comes home and tells Biff that he has been dismissed from his job. Biff too informs him that he has also failed to get a loan from the Oliver. Willie gets lost in a stray dream. Biff tells Happy to take care of their father. And like this, Willie is daydreaming, is very much thinking about the past days. Happy too departs, and when the Biff arrives home late in the evening, Linda scolds him for leaving his father alone in the restaurant. दोन्ही मुलांना ती बोलते की तुम्ही वडिलांना एकटं सोडून हॉटेलमधून निघून आलात. Willie is also in the backyard. He was planting seeds. He speaks marginally with his brother. Often, अधूनमधून आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतं का बेन जो आहे हा विली लोमन यांचा भाऊ आहे, जो आफ्रिकेमध्ये कमी वयात असतानाच आफ्रिकेत गेला होता. तिथे जंगल संपत्ती आहे, साधन संपत्ती आहे, तिथे सोन्याच्या खाणी आहेत आणि बेननी खूप पैसा कमवलेला आहे, खूप मोठा बिझनेसमन झालेला आहे. कधी कधी बेन आपल्या आईला मदत करतोय. विली लोमन आणि बेन हे गोष्टी सर्व त्या ठिकाणी मिक्सअप होत असतात. विली लोमन कधी भूतकाळामध्ये बेनशी बोलतोय तर कधी स्वप्न बघतोय. आणि बेन हा एक प्रॉमिसिंग आहे. तो कमी वयामध्ये ही गोज इन टू आफ्रिका इन अ व्हेरी टेंडर एज अँड रिटर्न विथ लॉट्स ऑफ वेल्थ अँड रिचनेस. So Billy Loman recalls Ben, his half brother, and he is comparing himself with Ben. But in comparison with Ben, he has not been successful. He speaks imaginatively with his brother. He speaks about committing suicide because his insurance money, rupees worth 20,000 dollars, will be set off Biff for whole life. He don't have any money. He don't have any money to spend. He has been fired from his job. Biff and Happy, both of the sons, proved failures in their life, in their career. It's an American success dream. They cannot achieve the success. And out of this, he thinks about the insurance money, and this insurance money will be, after his death, will be paid to his wife. And Willie comes out of his home, and crazily he drives his car, and the car is crashed, causing the sudden death of Willie Loman. His family and Charlie are seen in the graveyard beside Willie Loman's grave. Charlie advises Biff and Happy about the life of a salesman. Linda stoops to put the flowers on the grave of her dead husband. So, the story comes to an end with the death of Willie Loman, and in the graveyard, Willie Loman is suffering. He is a this play is a tragedy. It's a tragedy of a village woman, the tragedy of a salesman. A salesman is a common man. He has worries. He has economical problems to pay for. Arthur Miller has very efficiently and very skillfully brought the essentials of the modern age tragedy. He tries his hand at a social tragedy. However, his social tragedies are different from those of Shaw and Galsworthy. But the tragedy as a modern man's tragedy, the ordinary man, the common man, the common men are the subject of Arthur Miller's tragedy. He has given up the Aristotelian concept or Shakespearean concept of tragedy. The higher rank heroes need not be there in the modern age. Even the common man may be the subject of the tragedy, and that is what there is. There are so many controversies whether the play is a tragedy or not. In comparison to the classical tragedy, this play may not be fulfilling the criteria, but it's a different type of tragedy on the cast of the modern, say, development. And this tragedy brings us very close to the common man's tragedy. So that is what he is not is a victim of the society, victim of American dream, victim of ambitions, and that we see played a very crucial role in the sufferings and thinking behavior of Willie Loman. He is thinking constantly about his family, about the dreams, about his failures too, about the expenses that he has to meet with, about the success, about the worries and future plans, all that have caused his mentality to break down and subsequent death, suicide by Willie Loman. So, like this, we have this play as the modern man's tragedy. There are a few other points that we need to discuss. We will discuss in our next video lecture. Thank you.